Hi there, Dr. Aksha Sharma here from Cosmeteer. I help women feel confident, look amazing and natural and have healthy, radiant skin for life. And today I wanted to talk to you about fillers. Now, there's a lot of information out there about fillers, but I really wanted to let you guys know about what fillers are and whereabouts we'd use them. So keep it quite short and let you guys know exactly where it can be used, because quite often what you find is everyone goes and has fillers in the one place, like their lips, or they might have it in their cheeks. But actually, fillers can be used all over the face depending on what result you want. So, what is filler, first of all? So fillers generally are made of a substance called hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a sugar which is naturally available in your body, but if we were to have fillers with the same consistency as we would in our bodies, it would be broken down really fast, so you'd be paying for virtually nothing. So what we do to the fillers in order to make them like an actual volumizing product is to make it thicker and cross-linked so the body doesn't break it down so fast. So therefore it can last 12 months, 18 months, sometimes a little bit longer depending on where it's injected. So that's what it is. It's a hyaluronic acid. You do get other types of filler. You can get collagen stimulator fillers. Those are generally made with calcium hydroxylapatite, and what they do is we inject them into the skin to encourage your fibroblasts, your cells that make hyaluronic acid and collagen, kind of to stimulate them to produce collagen. But today's video I'm going to focus on hyaluronic acid because that is probably the most frequently used filler, and also the one that people don't seem to know so much about. So we've established it's a hyaluronic acid, we've established that it's a sugar, so where is it injected? Now, the most kind of common place to have it injected would probably be your lips. But I would say that most people beyond the age of 45, especially ladies, will probably tend to have it in their cheeks. Now, not just in this bit to make it all bulky, but essentially curving this bit. Now, just a word of advice there, it very much depends on whether your face has high cheekbones or whether you're more of a rounded face. Now, if as in your 20s and 30s you had more of a round face, you probably don't want that real cheek definition, that sculpting look, because it isn't you. And you really want to be having your profile in accordance with how you've had it when you were in your 20s and 30s, when you're in your prime. So the most common place will be your cheeks, and there's like a few points that we use as our baseline, and then we take it from there. In those areas they can be injected, they can be, we can put them in little threads, so it really depends on what you need. That's how we would place the filler, but it's generally placed quite deep because we want to get a bit of a lift. We want to provide support to your face before we start touching the lower third of your face. The other area that we end up using filler fairly commonly would be the lower jaw. So people who've got this jowling happen, or if their neck has become a bit saggy, that generally means that your lower jaw has lost that bony support that's keeping up that muscle. So everything's then tending to fall down and become saggy here. So we can put filler in here. Now you can use hyaluronic acid, and I tend to use a combination of hyaluronic acid and collagen stimulator, but I usually discuss that with you at your appointment depending on what your what we're trying to achieve. So for instance, people who are quite dipped here and have these kind of downward facing corners, it could be because this part of their jaw has lost support, and I quite often use a hyaluronic acid in that area to provide it support, so your tissues have got something to kind of support it. We can also put fillers, hyaluronic acid fillers, especially in this area, in little threads, and that's really to tighten that lower part of your face up. So that's the cheek and the lower jaws area. The other kind of areas we can use it, and it's not used so commonly because it's not the first place where you would inject, would be the temples area. Now I've had my temples filled, so what that's done is rather than being dipped and out, so when the light hits it, you're dipping in and dipping out. I've had my temples filled so that the face maintains that curvature. So that would be an area where you could have injection. Lips obviously is somewhere where you would have injection, and your chin. So your chin is a really lovely place to have fillers as well. Not necessarily hyaluronic acid, I must say, but you can do. It really depends on what else we're doing with your face. But overall, all these areas of your face can be filled, and it depends on what you need, and that is the most critical factor in this. In order to avoid having this kind of pillow face look and overfilled look, everything, all the look that people just generally do not want now, and I do not want to give my clients, is that sort of pillow face. And the way to avoid that is to go with your face structure and use the quantities and the location of where you need that filler, not just by following a trend. So I hope that is enough information for today. In the next few videos I will start talking more about fillers and actually how we make it safe and what things to look out for in terms of complications. But if you have any kind of ideas, or if you have questions about it, let me know in the comment box below, because I can always address it. And it probably will be that if you're asking the question, lots of other people are asking the question, and it could benefit a lot of people. So in the meantime, if you want to get in contact with me, you can call me on 01525 611 035, or you can email me at ratchet@cosmeteer.com.